off real quick. Explain the primary arguments or message of Frank Ocean, how an accomplished writer became a reclusive superstar, and the minor arguments used to develop this video. Alright, so I wrote it down what I wanted to say real quick before I forget it, but alright. I felt that the purpose of the video was to explain why an artist such as Frank Ocean, who doesn't prefer the spotlight and prefers that certain mystery to his person, becomes just a force to be reckoned with in the music industry. Someone who is different from the generic artist who just wants spotlight and all the fame and only writes songs for that fame. Ocean does the opposite and feels his music has more meaning to it rather than just a good song. He can be compared to Michael Jackson in the article I'm Not Black, I'm Kanye, where it mentions how MJ was revered as a god by the general public because of his mystery to his person and obviously his music.
I definitely agree on that. If you think about it, if you're like more mysterious, people are gonna want to know more. Like that's just always how it's been. So, as you were saying, like he feels like there's more meaning to what his music is about, and with being so mysterious, it's like people want to know more, and that's how he gets his word out and like how he feels and everything that he has going on is through his music. So like the more mysterious he is, the more people are gonna want to listen. Like, okay, this is the only way that I'm gonna know what you're thinking.
Also with that, it's like not only does he like not do it for the fame, but you can tell in his music because when he like writes songs, he writes about things he's passionate about. Like how he loves cars, so he made like White Ferrari, and all his like music and stuff is basically like it's him and it's his ideas. Because I liked when he like just straight up like left the label and wanted to do it himself. It's because like it's his passion. He doesn't want people to help him.
That's also like. With him being with the label, it's like they have control over it. So I get it. Of course, he's gonna want to leave. So like he can do his own thing, and he doesn't like no one gets control over it, and he can say what he actually wants to say. Because there are artists right now that are going through issues because whoever their record label is, they don't want them to produce a certain thing, so they have to do what they tell them to do. And like with him leaving, he's free to express himself however he wants to.
Yeah, I thought that was actually interesting. I don't know a lot about music and work for label and all that, but I thought it was interesting because like usually people stick to a record label, like that's their thing. But like I feel like leaving, like not having a record label, just like leaving, I feel like that's scary because like it's all on you. And so it was like not successful, like you're kind of doomed, like the record label's kind of like your cushion. Like I'll make something, but if you do it by yourself, you're like not guaranteed. And I feel like that's just different. Cause a lot of people like these days they just worry about making money. Like, I think that's obviously we need money, but like people chase it too much. Like they're never just satisfied with what they have, and then just like they just drop albums like. You know what I mean? Like there's songs like yeah they're good, it's a nice beat, whatever, you can vibe to it, but it's not like they're actually trying to create some message or like they're actually meaning what they're writing in their song. Like him, he can drop like one song and we'll be fine with it. Like we'll have to drop all these albums that have to like be out there with everyone else, Like he's not like everyone might be up here, he might be here, but he's still like I'm alright because like my song means something and it means to me and I love doing it this way. So it's not like following everyone else's path.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, while he, like, left the record label and, like, he was pretty independent, he also talks about how, like, with, like, Odd Future, he said we all change each other's paths, so while he is, like, he's independent, he also relies on other people to sort of help him create what he has created. Like, while it's mostly been on his own, the ideas he's had have stemmed from the relationships he's had with others.
I definitely agree with that. I think that any person that you come in contact with, especially someone that you grow to get to know more and more, they're definitely gonna have an impact on not necessarily what you do, but like, how you think and the decisions that you make are definitely not solely, but there is a big part that is impacted by others that are around you. So I could see that his music is like, it's affected by who he's around.
I'm sorry, real quick, but I thought it was cool because I feel a lot of people like they want all the recognition. Did I say? Yeah, like they want all like, oh, I made myself, and they don't really talk about the people who helped them get to where they are. I thought it was nice of him to like shout like, this is not like, yeah, it was like mostly, yeah, you start off with the idea and all that and like it's your voice, but like he wasn't afraid to like, these people changed me and they gave me advice. Like he let other people shine too, not like just me. I did it all by myself and like no one helped me or whatever. Which majority of the time you do get help. Like even if you do it all by yourself, there's still gonna be someone helping you, someone talking, giving you advice. It's like never gonna be completely on your own. So I like how you shouted people out, help them out, not being like cocky. I don't know what the word is, but you know what I mean.
I definitely think that that is what makes him stand out, because think about it, all these other rappers or artists out here, they're like, oh, I'm all about money and this and that and the third, when they don't really give any recognition to anybody else because they want to take credit for everything. And I think that's like part of what makes him different, because he's like, yeah, this might have been my idea, but I wouldn't have gotten to the place where I'm at without these people. So who am I to, take the credit from them when they helped get me to where I am?
I feel like even with that, like when he does something good or like he puts out music song, people like recognize that, and they recognize that he's different. He doesn't fit the mold. And when he was talking about the part with Beyonce and how she like heard a song and was like, oh my god, who is this? Like I have to meet this kid, like all that. It just shows you that like all of his experience built up to something where great and recognized great. Because like getting a compliment from her is more like in the music industry like really high, and for him to just be like on SoundCloud and for her to hear it like I gotta meet him, like that just lets you know that like he's the real deal.
I definitely think that he has a unique sound that it's, when you hear it, you recognize it, and it leaves you to want more, like I was saying earlier, like him being so mysterious, it leaves you wanting more from him. Like, he disappeared for like, what, 4 years? No one knew anything, the next album, anything, and me too, because I love Frank Ocean. So it's like, he just has that impact to where, as he did leave before, like, it left you wanting more, like, I want to hear more music. So I definitely think that, yeah, it's like, you know him when you hear it.
I feel like his ability to like become as famous as he is without like going out of his way to get publicity is really like, it shows how talented he is. Like Kanye, I like Kanye's music, but he tends to say things like specifically for publicity, like, but artists like Frank Ocean don't really do that, and he's still been able to be successful without doing stuff like that. So
Like, there's nothing wrong with like being like, you be proud of your music, like good job, like you got to where you are. You were struggling before, but I feel like people like they push down others. Like I'm like, okay, being loud is fine. Okay, you can be loud, that's cool. But if someone else is quiet and chill, like they took 4 years off their career, but they're coming back and they're still making bank. Like you can't push it on them. Like, oh, like he's weird because he's quiet and I'm loud and I'm getting more money than him, all that. But I'm like, well, that's just the way he wants to live his life. Like he's making money that way. He's happy doing that way. Like I'd rather be happy doing something and like getting like no money and then like being depressed and like just hating my life. You know what I mean?
which like I read the J. Cole.
Yeah, it's reminding me of J. Cole a lot.
The
with Frank
thingy,
Ocean.
yeah, and he was basically talking about, he was like, I'm not making music to make money. Like I'm making music for myself, for my fans, for people who can resonate with me, with my sound. And he had like a similar situation with Frank Ocean, like with the label. So like Frank Ocean also said he left his, but J. Cole didn't leave. He just was like, okay, y'all have a very specific formula for what you want me to do and how you want me to do it, when you want me to do it, but that doesn't work for me. He wanted to put out an album, and he wanted to put out an album that would
stay a classic, like no matter the time. They wanted him to put out a single first. He was like, I'm not doing that. So he had to grow and he had to like learn within himself that what everybody else sees as popularity and what it means to be famous and to be in the spotlight, that's not for me and that's not gonna work for me. And so he just had to grow like within himself to be able to break that mold, which I think is something that Frank Ocean does as well, except he's just always stuck with that. Like he hasn't veered off of that track at any time.
Yeah. I go.
I definitely think that issue, like, you know, even from when he was young and after his dialect and stuff, like, music has always been how he expressed himself, so it's always been an impact on him. So of course, as he got older, it's gonna be more like, I'm doing this for me. Like, if you listen to it, if you don't, that's fine, but I'm doing this for me, and I'm gonna do what makes me happy.
Shoot. I was saying, people who are low-key like Frank Ocean, I feel like people think that, oh, like, we're gonna forget about him. Like, he took 4 years off, like, people are not gonna think about him anymore. But I feel like if you have so much talent, people are like, oh, what happened to that guy? Like, you know, like, when is his music coming out? So when he does come out with music, everyone's gonna jump on it because they're all, like, wondering where he is. But someone who's, like, always on social media, like, always dropping something, always, like, being on top of, like, always getting stuff out, I feel like they might just burn out quickly and like, okay, like, I've seen enough of this person, like, I want someone new now. So I feel like he's the same, I don't know how to say this, like, he's the same person. He, like, takes break, but he comes back as, like, a new, I can't explain. Like, okay, you start off, like, you drop a song, everyone loves it, great. You take 4 years off, you come out with a new song. I feel like people are, like, excited again to see your stuff, and they're excited for the future. But if someone just, like, posts a new song every day, drops a new song every day, I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this. Like, I want something else. I want something new. Even if, like, you have different songs, they might all start to sound the same to you. Like, you know, the same person, forget it. But his song, like, even though he might have the same tone in all his songs, it's still, like, it feels like it's something new because it's been such a while. And, like, he builds it. It's not, like, money. It's, like, I want y'all to feel with me, like, love the music the way I love, like, making it, you know?
Which I feel like that's been like such a big shift in music. Like I feel like music in the past has been like, I'm putting this out because this sounds good to me and I have a message that y'all need to hear, like right after something important would happen. But now it's like artists are putting out music like every week and you're like, okay, I feel like I just heard this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And then it overplays on the radio.
Right,
Like,
and then you're just over it. And they're doing it like for the money and for the attention.
You can tell. Like,
Yeah, you can tell.
It's not. It's like, oh, it's my message. It's like, no.
No,
You were just
it's
trying
not.
to get that Rolex, sir. Not trying to run a message.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but this reminds me of something. So there's a band called Gorillaz, and basically, yeah, Gorillaz. What I like about them is that there are like 2 like singers. Like there's a singer and there's like a person, and basically instead of using that singer, they use these cartoon like images because they don't want. A lot of people when they listen to music now, they don't listen for the content. They like listen. They're like, oh my god, I like Justin Bieber's music, but not because of his songs, because he's like so gorgeous, you know. Like that's the one thing that pisses me off, that people listen to other singers because they're attractive and not because their music is good. And so that's what I liked about Gorillaz. And they did the same thing too. Like they made really good music and then they left and then they came back. And like they're like cartoons, but their music, literally this new album that they had was all about like police brutality and stuff. And it was like so good, but it didn't get a lot of recognition because it's not like One Direction, it's not Selena Gomez.
People don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth.
Well, I'm not talking smack. You guys should
Like,
listen
all I'm
to
trying to do is, like, I feel like if we don't speak up about the problem, who's going to speak up? Like, we're humans living on this earth. Who else is going to talk about it? Aliens? No. We're living on it. We got to talk about it. I don't know, that makes you mad. Like, people talk about, like, racism or police brutality, all that stuff. Like, it's happening. Why wouldn't I talk about it? Like, what else am I going to talk about? It just makes me so mad. It makes me so angry.
I feel like artists who break the mold are starting to get like more attention now. Like artists like Frank Ocean, J. Cole, or if you look at artists like Billie Eilish or Alessia Cara who like have a history of wearing like really oversized, like baggy clothes, so people like can't judge them based on their body or their looks, but rather by what they're putting in front of them in terms of music. And I feel like that makes like such a powerful statement. Like you're gonna listen to me, you're not gonna be focused on what it is I wear.
What I look like. Yeah.
Which in the past 10 years I feel like has been like a thing. Like even back to like Lady Gaga and like all that stuff. Like the focus was on what do they look like, what are they wearing, Like it wasn't really about the music.